Alright, this is our Inflation and Price Index AP Macroeconomics project by Reed and Brandon. Okay, so in order to calculate CPI, we must first take a trip down memory lane and create a price index. In our price index, we chose two countries that export certain goods over the span of 3 years. For example, we chose Brazil and Holland. In this price index, Brazil exports rubber and sugar, while Holland exports beer and tulips. Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Okay, Brandon made this. Bear with me. Here's a closer look at our current price index. You can get a better understanding of what it looks like. So here we created an image where Brazil and Holland exports two goods respectively and is listed for their current price and current quantity for the 3 years. Using this price index, we can now calculate the CPI of each country. CPI is equal to current price times base quantity divided by base price times base quantity, all multiplied by 100. It's a really important formula. For example, let's calculate CPI of Brazil in 2013. Multiply the current price times base quantity divided by base price times base quantity, multiplied it by 100, got our CPI. Now let's calculate CPI for Holland. Use the same formula, current price times base quantity divided by base price times base quantity, all multiplied by 100. CPI equals 145. Now, in order to find the real GDP of both countries, we must use the formula nominal GDP times 100 divided by CPI. Nominal GDP equals current price multiplied by current quantity. So for the real GDP in Brazil, we found that, as you can see, we do the math above, divided our nominal by CPI, multiplied it by 100. Now for Holland, the real GDP, we found our nominal GDP, multiplied it by 100, and then divided that by our CPI, which we found before, and the real GDP is shown. For the last portion, we must discover the business cycle. Business cycle is fluctuations on the level of GDP when our economy either expands or contracts. A real-world business cycle boom would result from an increase in GDP. Like a result or an example of this would be if government decides to build a bridge, government spending will increase, GDP will increase, and thus the economy will expand. On the other hand, a recession would result from when GDP decreases or contractionary fiscal policy. For example, if the government raises taxes, GDP will decrease.